Welcome to the final episode of the Undo Summer School. We have travelled from me to us to it, from inner clarity to outer connection to big picture thinking. And now we land where so many people place their focus: progression. Let me be clear. Promotions are not the be-all and end-all. Success does not exist in one shape. And progression isn't always upward. It can be going deeper, moving sideways, being more spacious. But if you do want to move forward, if you want to go up to the next rung of the ladder, let's talk about how to do it with purpose instead of pressure. Let's talk about strategy, not games. And let's think about how we do it without burnout, without performance theatre, and without waiting quietly in the corner hoping that someone notices. Because your work matters. And so do you. Okay, so our heart lesson, our final heart lesson of the summer series is, what do you want? Honestly, what do you want? We have been conditioned to see promotions as the prize, the next rung, the thing we are meant to chase. But too often, we don't ask ourselves, do I even want it? Is a promotion path aligned with your values, your lifestyle, or your ambitions? Will it bring you more joy? Will it bring you growth? Will it allow you to make more impact? Or is it just more hours and politics? And sure, yeah, more money too. Are you doing it for yourself or because it's what's expected of you? I really want you to hear me when I say that it is okay to opt out. It's okay to want something different. And when I say that, it's not about settling. It's about your sovereignty. It's about designing success on your terms. But if you do want that promotion, there is a smarter, more sustainable way to go about it. And that starts by owning your worth. So, the head lesson for today, it's about understanding how progression works. So let's pull the curtain back a little bit because, and it might sound a bit controversial to say it, promotions aren't just about your performance. And if you know me, even if you've just met me in this summer series, if you know there's one thing I love in this world, it's alliteration. Promotions are also about perception, positioning, and politics. But honestly, it is about those things, even in the best run organizations. So here are 7 essentials that will help you navigate that terrain without losing yourself. Get clear on the value you bring. Track your impact. Know your wins. Don't just list outputs. Frame your outcomes. Use tools like your visibility vault, which I talked about in an earlier episode, to document how you've made a difference. Align your narrative with business needs. Your promotion isn't just about what you want. It's about what the organization needs. So tell the story of your work through their priorities: growth, customer satisfaction, innovation, efficiency, etc. Next up, map the decision makers. Promotions often hinge on people beyond your line manager. Who are the influencers, stakeholders, gatekeepers? Are you visible to them? Did they know what you bring? Now, make the invisible visible. If you are quietly excellent, now it's time to be intentionally visible. We've talked about visibility in more depth earlier in the series, but what I'm saying here is speak up in meetings, share your updates, articulate your thinking, not just your doing. Don't assume people know. Show them. Next up, ask for feedback before you ask for a raise. You could say, what would I need to demonstrate in order to be considered for the next step? Be clear on this, right? Because it signals self-awareness and it signals that you have a growth mindset and gives you clarity on what gaps you need to close. Another one, build internal advocates. Find sponsors, not just mentors, because these are the people that will say your name in rooms that you're not in. Relationships matter, so do not neglect them. Next up, we have make the ask. Don't sit there and wait forever for your efforts to be recognized. When the time is right, say, I'm interested in progressing. Can we talk about what it would take for me to move into X role? Ask with clarity and calm confidence. Make no apologies. But also remember there's no entitlement here, just grounded intent. Before we move on, I want to just take a second to give you a word of truth. You can do all of this perfectly and still not get the promotion. Because things like timing, budgets, internal politics, and other people's biases exist. It may not be fair, but it is real. So do your part, show up smart, advocate for yourself wisely, but please know that rejection or delay does not mean you're not worthy. It just means not right now. So I've said a lot of this already, but I love clarity. So let's do our hands lesson, our final hands lesson. Let's turn our insight into action here. So if you are right now in that space where you're thinking about how to get that promotion soon, here's your shortlist. Start your visibility vault. Note your weekly wins, gather your feedback and the outcomes of your work. 2, review your company's goals or strategy docs. Where does your work align? Make sure you're able to tell the story through the lens of commercial priorities. Okay? Map out who's in the room when promotions are discussed. Do your digging, find that out, and understand from those people who knows your name and who needs to get to know your name for positive things. Next up, ask for feedback in your next one-to-one. What would I need to do to be seen as ready for the next step? Take note and then get on it. Book time with a trusted peer or mentor to pressure test your promotion narrative. Make sure it's a safe space and make sure it's somebody that wouldn't betray your confidence, but test out that narrative. Does it land? Where could it be tweaked to be better? And when you're ready, make the ask. Not just for more money, but for a clear career path forward. And remember, if the path doesn't exist where you are, it's okay to build a new one somewhere else. And so with that, I have to say, you made it. You made it through summer school. You made it and you matter. Thank you for showing up for this series. Thank you for doing the inner work, the outer work, and sometimes the uncomfortable in between. Summer school might be coming to an end, but I'm sure the shift inside you has just started. You don't need to change everything. Just commit to working well on your terms, because when you work well, you live well. And hey, the conversation isn't over. In just a few weeks, season 3 of the Undo podcast returns, and I'll be joined once again by the wonderful Yemisi as we dive into even more real talk, real tools, and real transformation. Until then, rest, reflect, and own your brilliance. You've earned it. Bye.